Hi everybody, I'm Joey. This is going to be the first part of a series, probably only 2, maybe 3 videos about making a mahogany desk, Sapele mahogany, and it is pretty much entirely my client's design, and it's in a kind of roughly 1950s kind of console style. So when the whole thing is folded away, it just looks like a console, maybe on the side of the room, and then it folds out to become a desk for daytime use or whenever she wants to use it. So this is the first part, and I hope you enjoy. So I managed to find this pretty big plank of Sapele. It's 520 wide. And I thought it would be perfect for the top of the desk. Unfortunately, it has a pretty nasty twist in it, which becomes a problem until the glue up is complete. But anyway, I just carry on, flatten it out with some clamps, and get it flattened out. Then I had to dress down the other timber for the bottom and the sides of the main body of the desk. And then back onto the big top board, just with my number 3 smoothing plane, and man, this stuff is pretty nice to work with. and then flattened out the side panels and also the bottom panel, which is the same process. Now on the top panel and the bottom of the desk, I need to make these miters on the corners, and the easiest way was to do it like this with a skilly, and the smaller side panels I do on the bench saw. This was ripping the 45-degree edge all the way around the front, and this is the top board with a big twist in it, and so Nick here is just trying to help keep it flat on the blade side, which actually works pretty well even though it looks a bit dodgy. And then a quick rebate on the back edges to take the back piece of 6mm birch ply. And I have to make a couple of stops dados on the top and bottom panels, and this was a pretty quick and easy way to do it. And then to do the dominoes on all the four corners, I've got the machine set onto the widest slot setting and made up my own wide ash dominoes, just to get a bit more meat. And the glue up, which was not as stressful as I thought it would be. Everything went together pretty good, although we did have a dry run before this and we worked out some of the kinks. Then I got on with making the legs and bottom rail assembly. These are my turning blanks for the legs, and I'm just using an offcut of the rail which they will attach to as my guide, so I can mortise out and do the joinery for the connection between the turned legs and the support rail before I turn them. To glue in temporarily a block while I put these on the lathe. Now, I am no Frank Howarth on the lathe, but I can turn a round stick, so I thought I'd do the legs myself. And to chop most of the waste out of the temporary block that I glued in, and just clean it up with a chisel. And most of these blocks just kind of chipped right out, left me a really nice joint. Putting the location of this drill hole in the right place took a bit of shagging around actually, but in the end the joint ended up working quite good, I think. I'm just rounding off the bottom square edge with I think it's a 9mm hollow plane, and that did a really nice job. The leg to rail connection pretty much relies a lot on epoxy, although it is a tight fit. The epoxy is just filling the little gaps around where the drill bit wasn't quite the right size, and but you can see it's a nice tight fit on the front edge, and that's what we want to see.